Washington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hoosiers offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Thorne. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Merritt. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Makes a man miss. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Off play action. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to get to it.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
He'll bring it back. It's Thorne. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Puts it right on him. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get up.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks. They've had these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Merritt. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The sure hands, it's Wade. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Wade. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Banks. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself. Quarterback on the keeper.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Washington sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Washington right back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
To throw, it's Merritt. This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. The Hoosiers have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to fight.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it. Oh, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He's going to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That pass is incomplete. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He wants to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got the quick completion. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Looking to throw, it's Merritt. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They're going to throw it again. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes his connection. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Hoosiers Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Thorne. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Merritt. Quick strike complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Washington sends out the punt team. On the return, it's Thorne. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Washington right back to the line. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Merritt. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than convert.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking downfield, it's Merritt. plows through the defense. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Washington. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by a field goal over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on second and short after that pickup. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Merritt. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got him and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.